Hey, 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 what is going on, guys? So, what city should I live in? So, I'll tell you a little bit about my journey. Right now, I'm in Texas, but before, I used to live in Los Angeles for 4.5 years. And I want to give you just a little bit of advice, what I've learned from moving to Los Angeles years ago, come back to Texas, and then on my journey to move again. And a little bit of this information I got from this guy called Simon Stanley, and I want to give some of his information and package it in my own way to you as well, and kind of give you the things I wish I would have known. So let's get started here. All right. So you probably already feel it in your gut should you move, or you have feelings. So one of the first things I'll tell you is there really are cities that will match your energetic vibration. It will match your inner being. And I actually got from Simon Stanley. He talked about this, and it reinforced that in my mind is you have to really. It really has to pair your personality. Really, it really has to. And it's not necessarily about job opportunities. So he gave this good example that I would like to pass along to you. He said that if you move to a new city or you're in a new place, if you like basically don't make any friends, and if you love being there regardless if you have friends or not, then that's probably the place that you should be, because you can always stack on top of that and add new friends. Associations do new certain things. But if you go to a city that you may not necessarily like, but you may start making a lot of friends, you'll start to like it more. But what happens when those friends move away? Now, I'll give you a quick example. I used to live in Los Angeles for a while, and there were some cool things. I'm more of an extrovert. I love outdoors. I love playing sports. More social. LA is pretty spread out, to be honest with you. And it's not very, although it does have a small international scene, it's not like a major international port. I would say more like New York City or South Florida. So, it didn't really fit me. But the thing is, I started making a lot of friends there, which was cool. But what happened is when my social circle started to diminish in certain areas, I noticed my level of happiness started going down. Plus, on top of that, I was away from my family as well. So then I just felt like I was going through the motions. I'm a very social person. I love being around people. I love being around energy. I love the nightlife, like the parties. And if that's not consistent within a condensed area, I love the beach. Now, they had the beach and they had the outdoors, but it didn't fit me. And you know exactly where you are if this really fits your personality. If you can, for a minute, if you have friends there, disregard your friends and ask, is this some place where I would love to be at? Do I enjoy the atmosphere? Do I enjoy the culture? Do I enjoy the type of people are here? Do I enjoy the pace that's here? Regardless. And regardless if you have a great job or not, because you can always have a job somewhere else, and now, greatness through the internet, and you can work abroad remotely as well. So you have to ask yourself, if you just to block out every single thing, and it was just you in this city, didn't know anybody, could you enjoy yourself and have fun? Or is it contingent upon knowing people? It's a really, really important question to ask when you see what city should I live in. And I'll give you some tidbits. Probably take some personality tests so you can get to know yourself more. If you're more of a peaceful type person, you love your privacy, you may want to move to, maybe some countryside town, more suburbia. If you love being in the mix, if you're fast paced, if you're a go-getter, maybe New York City is your type of thing. If you're more a social butterfly, if you love the outside, maybe South Florida, that's where I'm planning on moving to. More of the social nightlife party scene, and it's fun, and plus it's international. Then you have to ask yourself, do you like being around different cultures? Do you like food? Do you like trying new things? Are you always up for trying new things? And that may be somewhere you want to be in those specific type of areas. If you're very, this is how I am, I'm stuck in my ways, and you know yourself, that you pretty much play it safe, then you need to be in certain areas that are conducive to that type of mentality. Because if not, it'll always rattle you. You won't feel at home at all. So understanding this is really, really important. Knowing yourself is really, really important. So in my experience, I lived in Los Angeles. I had a good time. It was fun. But to be honest with you, as far as being social, as far as it was more of a city that had some great things to it. I enjoyed it. But it wasn't as social as I would like it to be. It wasn't as socially connected. There wasn't as much culture. There wasn't as much international cuisine. Now, obviously, it does have some international, transplants, mostly people from the entertainment industry that live there, which is great. But, if you're like me at all and you want a more international cultural scene, then you have to find a place within the United States if you don't move abroad. If you're more the serene type, people that's very, very laid back, maybe the Midwest is something good for you. And I'm not talking about Chicago or any of those, but maybe, I don't know, wherever the Midwest is. Or Central, maybe like Arizona, maybe like Montana, maybe something like really remote. If you're a country boy, you move to the country. If you're a city guy, you're a big city guy, you have to go, you like the pavement, you go out with your business, you're predominantly about money, then maybe you should move to a place like New York that's more fast-paced. If you just really want to have a good time and have a siesta and you enjoy the life of just enjoying social life and friends and happiness, then maybe that's where I'm looking towards. Maybe South Florida may be a place. If you love cuisine, you love culture, beautiful people, you got to know yourself. That's basically what I'm getting to. One of the most important things is know yourself. As of right now, I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and to be honest with you, it doesn't necessarily vibe with who I am. I'm more of an outside doors person. I love great weather. I love international people. I love great food, international cuisine. There's always something new. And it necessarily doesn't vibe with that. Now, can you make it where you are? Yes, but you have to eventually, I believe you have to be what's going to make you happy. And then as a result, build around that. Because regardless if people move or not, you're in this city and you like being there. That's really, really important. So hopefully this basically should shed some light on what's best for you on your journey. Because really it's all about, what makes you happy and you being happy. And having a place and living in a place where that does that is really important. Yesterday I was watching this thing on House Owners International, and this woman was taking her family from Boston, Massachusetts to Malaga, Spain. I've never heard of Malaga, Spain. Have you? And it's just very, very, she's more of a social butterfly, loves culture, loves language immersion. And her friend was with her, her cousin actually was with her, and she was the complete opposite. She's more introverted, very planning oriented, wanted to make sure all the details were laid out before she took a move. And so she was telling her friend who was social, was like, you need to be somewhere close to the city, somewhere social where you can meet people, where you can be engrossed in the culture. So really this woman necessarily, even though she really didn't know herself well enough, because she was trying to get a place, like a nice Spanish style home. But the problem was the Spanish style home was close to suburbia, away from all the action. She needs to be in the action where she can build relationships and be cultural. So my point in saying that is you have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. Take personality tests. You can go online, find quiz tests. Watch this video over again if you missed something that I said. But it's vital that you know yourself, because if not, you'll be miserable. If you're a people person and you're not around people, take it from my advice, you'll be miserable. If you're more of an introvert and you're around a bunch of social noise and craziness all the time, you're going to go crazy. But if you're more of an introvert, you can work from home independently. You don't need a lot of people around you. And you're away from all the craziness, you're going to be so happy being in a serene environment. Your home is going to be your haven, basically. But if you're a people person, you love being in the mix, and you're not around that. But if you are around that all the time, you're going to thrive socially. You're going to thrive, and it's going to fit you inside. So know yourself. That's the advice I want to just leave you today. Thank you for watching. See ya.